Hello, this is H.C. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Warrior! Let's see what's in this chest here. A tablet. Because you went through a cave with no enemies, and all you needed was a torch, you are automatically my descendant. Great tasks there. And we need 3 items to get to, well, the Dragon Lord's castle, or the Dragon's Isle, whatever you want to call it. And these items are entrusted to 3 worthy keepers. Are you going to tell me where these guys are? You're not going to tell me, are you, Erdrick? Thanks. Thanks a lot. Well, yeah, we need to find these 3 items somewhere, so we'll figure that out soon enough. Now, some of you were asking me, H.C. Bailey, how do you know how to get through this place with just that little torch? You can barely see where you're going. Well, I've played this game tons of times, that's how I know. If only there were a way that we could lighten our path even more than what a torch can do. Okay, well that's everything we can do here. Let's take the advice of some people that we were talking to before and head west to Garinham. This is as far north and west as we can go. Oh, and some people were saying about the red slimes in more recent Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest games. They call them she slimes. Actually, I'm playing Dragon Quest 4 on the DS right now, and they do call them she slimes in that one. And yes, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, they're the same thing. It's a copyright issue back in the day. They had to call it Dragon Warrior instead. And this is Garinham, founded by Garin. Well, that makes sense. You sell anything new here? Nothing! Okay, never mind. Talk to some other old guys. Well, that would be a pretty weird place to keep her captive. Shouldn't you put her in like a cell or something like that? I don't know. Is Howard around here either? Guess they can make Nintendo Power references since they were the ones, giving away the game at the time. Well, thank you. I'll try to enjoy my stay, but we can't get in that building up there yet. Let's see what stuff they sell here. They sell, a better weapon than the Copper Sword, but I want to go for the Copper Sword. Axes, they're so inaccurate in these RPGs. I need something that could hit the broadside of a barn, And I'm not worried about the armor here because, well, the next new enemies that we're going to be running into use magic, and that's not going to be very helpful against them. I may want to get the large shield later. Well, gee, you think? We're about as far west as we can go. Okay, well, that's everything we can do here. Next, what I need to do is some more level grinding. So, let's return to Tanticle, and I'll show you where I want to do that. Now, remember that area all the way to the south that I told you not to go to do your level grinding? Well, now we want to head down to there. The Scorpion's Nest. Now, they're not the most common enemy in that area, but, I can't call it the Magidraki's Nest. I mean, it just doesn't have that ring to it. So let's head on all the way down there. Okay, now you see this horizontal line where I'm at now? You can still run into the same enemies as before up here. You go one step to the south, you're in the Scorpion's Nest now along this horizontal row of mountain, or, well, hills here. And you can run into some much harder enemies here, just like, the Power Peninsula. Now these guys, well, Magidrakis, they have up to 15 HP, so we want to use our hurt spell because our physical attacks just aren't nearly powerful enough to take them out. And they will hurt you! Ow. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you can deal anywhere from like 5 to 12 damage with a hurt spell, so you should be able to take out most enemies here in 2, maybe 3 hits. There's another new enemy, a ghost. These guys are actually pretty easy. They only got like up to 7 HP. Hurt spell should almost certainly take them out in 1 hit. So, there we go. Don't bother with your physical attacks unless you're like really close to, killing them off anyway. Now, my ultimate goal my first goal is to get the Copper Sword. Once I do that, my next goal is to get up to 1,500 gold by the time we reach level 8. Now, you could skip the Copper Sword since the hurt spell is dealing most of our damage now anyway. Here's a new enemy, Magician. They're the same thing as Magidrakis, except they have up to 13 HP. But yeah, I was saying, you could skip the Copper Sword because the hurt spell is dealing enough damage. But the Copper Sword reduces your downtime because you don't have to return to Tanticle constantly to restore your MP. But, so yeah, eventually I do want to get the Copper Sword as soon as I can. And since there's no spells for me to learn from level 5 or 6, I'm just going to off-screen grinding up to level 7. And there's one more enemy around here that I may or may not decide to show off. A Scorpion. They're just a vanilla enemy. They have up to 20 HP. Got a lot of physical defense, so you really want to use your hurt spells to take them out. Alright, here's the last new enemy around here, just before we're about to reach level 7, Scorpion. Like I was saying, they got up to 20 HP, they're pretty hard to kill with physical attacks there, but we can do it. Yeah, I even have the Copper Sword now, 4 damage, yeah. In the Game Boy Color version, they're even harder than they were before, but there we go, we got them, we're up to level 7 now. Excellent. Not bad, little boost in the defense there. But most importantly, we learn a new spell. The Sleep Spell. It does what you think it does. It puts enemies to sleep. I heard that the Sleep Spell, when you use it on an enemy, and it works, the enemies have a 1 in 3 chance of waking up from it. So, just so you know, if it's cast on you, I've heard it's a 50% chance. It seems kind of odd that they would choose those particular ratios to determine, you know, your odds of waking up, but well, there you are. So anyway, let's return to Tanskill, rest up, and go exploring. Okay, we're all healed up and ready to go. Now, just so you know, that grinding that I did there to get up to level 7 from level 4 took, well, for me, it took me 36 minutes to do all that. Without fast forwarding in my emulator. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but whenever I tell you how long it took me to do the grinding, I'm doing it without the fast forwarding, just so you know how much real time it actually takes. If you want to use fast forwarding, hey, well, obviously go for it, you know. But, you know, I'm not doing it just so you know how much real time it actually is. Now, by the way, once you get up to level 6, you can pretty much start using the Copper Sword, if not full-time, almost full-time, because you're dealing just about as much damage as you could with a hurt spell anyway. I should be able to kill Magicians and Magidrakis in 2 hits now. See, there you go. So I don't really need to use hurt unless I, like, got a really bad hit, like I dealt 4 or 5 damage, which might happen. I mean, you never know. Sometimes you just get a really bad hit. The range of damage is pretty wide in this game, kind of like the spells in Final Fantasy 1, so you know, you gotta be careful for that. And as for the Scorpion's Nest, although around here you can start running into another new enemy, Skeletons, the Scorpion's Nest is still a better place to do your level grinding, because even though it has monsters that give less experience and gold, it's in much closer proximity to Tanskill, so you can rest up for free very easily, so it makes it even more efficient. Watch out for the marshes or the swamps there, because you know, when you walk through it, you take 2 damage per step. So just walk around it. Usually you're able to do that. Not always, though. Not always. Take out the Scorpion here. Yeah, I can even use my Copper Sword against the Scorpions. Awesome. Well, anyway, I just wanted to head over to this cave. Getting Rocky Mountain high. Yeah, it's the Rocky Mountain Cave. I don't know the rest of the lyrics to that song. If I ever mention a song, by the way, I bought a torch off screen. If I ever mention a song like I'm singing or something like that that was made in like the last 10 or 15 years, it's because I heard it in some commercial, not because I've actually bought the CD. Just so you know. Here's another new enemy, Druids. Apparently they have Druish enemies here. Crap. They've got quite a bit of HP, over 20. I think it's 22, I forget. Ow. Maybe I should have used my sleep spell on them. Well, I forgot. Oh well. Let's just head around here. Let's see if I can remember my way through this place. How are they resistant to sleep? They are not resistant to sleep at all. Let's use it. Basically, just put the enemy to sleep, and hopefully they won't wake up after the first round. There we go. Yeah, sleep's pretty good in this game. I like that spell. I like all the spells in this game. They're all pretty useful at one point in time or another. There we go. Got him. I am taking quite a few hits, though. Gotta be careful. Gotta be prudent. So let's see. This place is a pretty big maze, so basically I'm just going to guide you straight to all the treasure chests that we can get around here. This is just a nice little side area, you know, no major importance to the storyline or anything like that, just another cave that's in the way to explore. They gotta do that more in video games, or RPGs. I mean, not too much, but enough. You know, they just have so many areas that are just everything is relevant to the plot. You know, why not just have like a little side area that's just out of the way, you know? I don't know. Gotta do that more often, I'll tell you that much. Crap. Come on, get him! Yes! Got him. Okay, we're good. We're good. Can I make it? Yes, I made it to the treasure chest, which contains the herb. Let's use one of those right now. But can I survive the rest of this cave to find the treasure that I'm really here for? Find out next time on Let's Play Dragon Warrior. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.